everyone. I hope you all are safe at home. Students, अभी तक की हमने जितना भी कुछ किया, it was all related to e-commerce. In the last class, that is yesterday's class, I talked about the e-commerce or e-business part. It is today's lecture is also connected to what we have done yesterday on the basis of online transaction and outsourcing. A new topic. In fact, what is outsourcing we generally know, but actually this is outsourcing, we don't know that, right? So let's see what is the online transaction process, and then we will talk about outsourcing. What is online transaction? As I said, e-business or e-commerce is related to internet usage. That is, whatever selling and buying takes place, it is done through internet, right? So here also, whenever I buy a particular product, how do I buy it? I buy the product through online process. And what is the online transaction process? Let's talk about it. Online transaction covers both computer and mobile transactions. So I can purchase the goods online also, online in the means of mobiles or maybe through laptops or computers. This online process allows to view recent transactions, print out statements, transfer funds between accounts, and to make payment. Yes, it does not only buying and selling of goods here, but we are also talking about transferring the money from one account to the another, paying the bills, paying the taxes to the different governments. So whatever we do it online, it comes under online transaction. This service is provided 24 hours. So internet is being used by the users 24 hours by 7. Also known as online banking or internet banking. So this part where we say that all the transactions which is being done through online, it can also be called as banking account transaction or internet banking, right? Features of online transaction. How do I purchase a goods and how do I go through it? Or what is the online process of purchasing it? The first thing what I have to do or what I will do is, you can see the picture of credit cards, the different debit cards, right? How do I do that? The first is the features which I say says it is in the control of the user. So whosoever makes the transaction online, they have full control on it, as government guide them that whatever transaction I do online, that is money transaction I do online, you get a security code which is known to be as OTP. That is one-time password. That is meant for the security of the customers. Right, so it is full control of it is in the hands of the users. Again, can log on from almost anywhere. I can sit anywhere. I can do all my transaction anywhere. Right, so I don't need a particular place to go to, but I can do that online from anywhere. Makes all payment electronic. Yes, this online transaction helped me to make all the payment online, right? That is, I don't need to physically go to that particular shop, but I can pay the amount through internet. Transaction speed जो होगी वो सबसे हाईएस्ट हो जाएगी. हम टाइम भी सेव कर लेंगे, स्पीड भी हाई हो जाएगी, और हम जनरली ये जो मेथड होगा वो कन्वीनियंट भी होगा. राइट, सो कन्वीनियंट मेथड हम यूज करके, ये मेथड जो है ऑफ ऑनलाइन पेमेंट और ऑनलाइन ट्रांजैक्शन वो बहुत कन्वीनियंट है ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ द कंज्यूमर. कहीं भी बैठ के वो प्रोडक्ट को परचेज कर सकते हैं, ट्रांजैक्शन कर सकते हैं, पेमेंट कर सकते हैं, या हम इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली पेमेंट जब कर रहे हैं तो हमारे पास पूरी सिक्योरिटी भी रहेगी, जिसको हम कहते हैं गवर्नमेंट इशू करती है या गवर्नमेंट ने उस लॉ को अपना अप्लाई किया है, दैट इज वन टाइम पासवर्ड. राइट, सो टाइम भी बचेगा और साथ में उतनी कॉस्ट भी कम होगी. अगेन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी, जब चाहे मैं वो ट्रांजैक्शन कैंसिल कर सकती हूँ, जिस पॉइंट पर जाऊँ वो ट्रांजैक्शन कैंसिल भी कर सकती हूँ, और साथ में जो पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट मुझे नहीं परचेस करना है मैं वो नहीं भी करूँगी. So whatever a consumer wants, it will be done according to the consumer, right? Now let's talk about what is the steps involved in online transaction. How does it works? The first step is registration. Let's see in the textbook what type of registration I need to do. A registration would include that whenever I visit any of the site, I need to register myself so that I can purchase the particular goods from that site. What registration will include? It will include that I need to register my name, my address, my telephone number with the vendor, that is with the seller, so that when the transaction is complete, he can deliver the goods to my doorstep, right? And he has full information to whom he has sold the goods, isn't it? So what I need to do in the registration? In the registration form, I will find one name, that is, I need to put my name, my address, my date of birth, my the payment mode, or maybe I need to create, and after that particular registration is complete, by putting the address, by putting my details, I get an ID and a password, right? It generates what? It generates an ID, password, or a PIN, which I have to use whenever I do that, whenever I visit that site, and if I want to purchase the particular product, I need to open my, or I need to log in. So I get what? I get a login ID after registering myself. Now, as soon as I register myself, I get a PIN, I get a user ID. What I can do is I can move forward with placing an order. I will select the goods of different types, right? I will select the goods from the different uh, categories, and I will add it into my cart, where I will start placing an order. When I place the order, that is, I selected the items and I placed them in my cart, I will click on the cart and I will move forward with the payment mode. Now, payment mode, I can do it by various types. How? I can do my payment through cash on delivery, that is COD, through checks, through net banking, through credit and debit card, and through digital cash. Even students nowadays, you pay the fees of the colleges, you pay the bills of the electricity bills or to the electrical houses through internet. First you need to register yourself, then you need to pay the bills, and this payment can be done through your cards, debit or credit cards, or through online transaction through banks. These all transactions are secured enough, right? Now let's talk about what is outsourcing. Outsourcing is a process of contracting a business function or any specific business activity to a specialized agency. Now, what are these agencies of? When a business wants to perform any activity, either he can produce it on its own, or he can outsource, that is, he can contract to third party for that particular service. So that third party will provide him the service, and automatically a business house will be completely giving you the solutions, that is, doing their business smoothly. That is what we called as outsourcing. It will be better understood with the example given below. You can see the examples which is being given. if a business house wants, for example हम अपना कॉलेज ही ले लेते हैं, हमारे कॉलेज में हम टीचर्स हमारी खुद के हैं, हमारे प्रिंसिपल्स हमारा स्टाफ खुद का है, बट जितनी भी सैनिटाइजिंग एक्टिविटी होती है पूरे कॉलेज में, हो सकता है वो हम खुद ना करके किसी थर्ड पार्टी से करवाएं, दैट इज किसी और बिजनेस हाउस से करवाएं और किसी एजेंसी से करवाएं. So this sanitizing activity can be outsourced from other company, that is I can hire some other company for doing that for my college. Even when I enter into the college, I can see a guard sitting over there with a uniform. The uniform would consist of a logo on it of a different company, not of Sancheti or not of that particular college name. That particular security guard is being appointed not by my college but by the other company, but they have been placed in my college because my college is paying that company an amount which they are charging for providing what? For providing security services. So sanitization, security services, household pantries, or the other activities can be outsourced, that is can be taken by another company, right, so that it makes my working more smooth. Yes. Again, what is the history of outsourcing? In 1998 the first outsourcing was being done, started strategy of outsourcing. These outcomes, those functions for which they had no competency internally. मतलब हम जो खुद नहीं कर सकते वो हम क्या करते थे, बाहर से करवाते थे. Again in 90s an organization began to focus more on cost saving measures. They started to outsource those functions necessary to run a company but not related specifically to the core business. अब core business से related नहीं है, पर जैसे मैं अगर प्रोडक्ट बनाती हूँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई मेक ब्लैक बोर्ड्स और ग्रीन बोर्ड्स फॉर द कॉलेजेस और स्कूल्स, आई प्रोड्यूसेस दैट बट आई डोंट वांट टू मार्केट. सो मार्केटिंग एजेंसी को मैं हायर करूंगी जो मेरे लिए, मेरे गुड्स के लिए किसी थर्ड पर्सन को क्या करेगा, मैंने हायर कर लिया और वो एडवर्टाइज करेगा मेरे प्रोडक्ट. तो आज की डेट में आप देखेंगे कि मैक्सिमम थिंग्स इन 90s में आपने देखा होगा कि बहुत सारी कंपनीज ऐसी बहुत सारी एक्टिविटीज है जो खुद नहीं करना चाहती पर क्या करती है, आउटसोर्स करती है. अब रिसेंट इयर्स में कंपनी ने क्या डेवलप किया, डेवलप स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप विद थर्ड पार्टीज. दिस इज बीइंग डन बाय द कंपनीज that they have maintained a partnership or they have gone into a contract with the companies, with the agencies, and they provide the services to the companies. So this is better that if I'm not well versed with that particular activity or if I don't have that core activity in my company, I can hire it from another agency. And these agencies provide you the services at a better quality, in fact. What are the advantages of outsourcing? First is cost reduction. मैं खुद इंक्लूड ना होकर मेरे और एम्प्लॉइज ना बुलवा के, पर मैंने क्या किया, मेरी एजेंसी को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दिया, वो मेरे यहाँ आके करेंगे. सो आई रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट ऑफ हायरिंग पीपल. अगेन concentration of core business, right? Concentration of core business, core of the business, rather than moving on sanitization part, moving on the security part, मैं उस तरफ ध्यान ना देकर अगर मैं क्वालिटी की तरफ, अपने ही प्रोडक्ट की क्वालिटी की तरफ ध्यान दूंगी या कंसंट्रेट करूंगी ओनली ऑन द बिजनेस, दैट वुड बी मच बेटर फॉर माय डेवलपमेंट, राइट. आउटसाइड एक्सपर्टीज लूंगी उस केस में. अगेन अकोमोडेट टू चेंजिंग. यस, जो जो चेंजेस मेरे प्रोडक्ट में आने चाहिए, जो जो चेंजेस मेरे प्रोसेस में आने चाहिए, उसको मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ, इजीली अडॉप्ट कर सकती हूँ. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने क्या किया है, कंपनीज को हायर किया है फॉर डूइंग द आउटसोर्सिंग, फॉर डूइंग द सर्विसेज फॉर माय बिजनेस. Customer demands, I can meet the customer demands on time क्योंकि I am not looking into other activities, I'm looking only into the core activities. Revenue, yes, revenue increases. मेरा ज्यादा इधर उधर ध्यान ना रहकर सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट पे ध्यान रहेगा, सिर्फ प्रोडक्ट की बनावटों पे ध्यान रहेगा या कोर बिजनेस पे ध्यान रहेगा, so I will be increasing my revenues or my profits, right? Again, there are some disadvantages of outsourcing also. Disadvantages would include poor quality control. Yes, many a time हम जिस एजेंसी को वो काम देते हैं हो सकता है उनकी क्वालिटी उतनी अच्छी ना हो. मैंने सिक्योरिटी गार्ड बुलवाया किसी कंपनी से, हो सकता है he is a fraud person, he leaves the job, again there's no security for me. So these all services may be of poor quality. Again, decreased company loyalty. Yes, अगर ये सर्विसेज अच्छी नहीं है, जैसे सैनिटाइजेशन अगर नहीं हुआ, अगर मेरा कॉलेज क्लीन नहीं रहा, तो इवन दे the college, by looking at the college I can make it out, yes the college is good. How? Appearance. जैसे हम कहते हैं कोई भी गिफ्ट का अपीयरेंस ही हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है तो ही हम वो पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट खरीदते हैं या कुछ करते हैं. तो अपीयरेंस जो होना चाहिए वो अच्छा होना चाहिए. अगर वही खराब रहा तो अगेन I will decrease my revenues, right? Lengthy bid processing. Yes, there is a lengthy bid processing. आज मुझे वो particular company की security चाहिए, but again I have to bid for it. I have to get the charges that I will pay this much. Then if the company likes, then they will be in a contact with me, right? Loss of strategic alignment. Yes, many companies do not look on the strategies which they are following. So strategic alignment बहुत सी बार लैक हो जाता है, लॉस हो जाता है, और इसकी वजह से कंपनी को इनडायरेक्टली या पर्टिकुलर कॉलेजेस या हाउसेस को लॉसेस होते हैं. Let's talk about what are the different types of outsourcing. We would be talking about the three types of outsourcing: BPO, KPO, and LPO. What are these? BPO means business process outsourcing. KPO means knowledge process outsourcing. LPO means legal process outsourcing. तो जहां जहां बिजनेस की कोई एक्टिविटी को आउटसोर्स करना है वो बिजनेस में आएगा, बिजनेस प्रोसेस आउटसोर्सिंग में आएगा. जहां जहां मुझे नॉलेज आउटसोर्स करना है, मतलब कुछ डॉक्यूमेंट्स, कुछ पर्टिकुलर कंपनी के बारे में नॉलेज, वो नॉलेज अगर मैं आउटसोर्स करती हूँ, कहीं से मंगवाती हूँ, कहीं से लेती हूँ, that comes under knowledge process outsourcing. And जहां पे मैं लीगली चीजें, that is lawyers में हायर करती हूँ, that comes under legal process outsourcing. Let's talk about what is BPO. BPO is business process outsourcing, is known as the set of outsourcing which includes contracting of operation. Contracting of operation means जैसे मैंने कहा securities operate करना, right? उसको manage करना. Again, responsibilities which is given to third party for the business development purposes or contractual basis. तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के बेसिस पर हम किसी से भी कंपनी को आउटसोर्स, उनकी सर्विसेज को आउटसोर्स कर सकते हैं, right? That comes under business process outsourcing. What are the types of business process outsourcing? Business process outsourcing can be done within the country, right? But if I want to do it within the country, then I can hire agencies outside the country also and with my neighboring countries also. So outside contract जो भी, when a company contract with a BPO, that is business process outsourcing, outside countries is called offshore outsourcing. And whenever it is near shore means that is जब मैं वही सर्विसेज किसी नेबर कंट्री से लेती हूँ तो उसे मैं कहती हूँ नियर शोर आउटसोर्सिंग. नियर मीन्स नेबर and the part of offshore means कहीं बाहर की कंट्री से, right? Next is, let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages. What are the advantages of BPO? प्रोडक्टिविटी इंप्रूवमेंट, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज। यस, हम जब बीपीओ करते हैं, दैट इज बिजनेस प्रोसेस आउटसोर्सिंग करते हैं किसी एजेंसी से लेकर, तो हम ज्यादा मैक्सिमम क्या करते हैं, यूटिलाइजेशन करते हैं, प्रोडक्टिविटी ज्यादा इंप्रूव होती है, रिसोर्सेज यूटिलाइजेशन ज्यादा होते हैं, और उसके साथ कॉस्ट भी क्या होता है, रिड्यूस हो जाता है, राइट, और हमें ज्यादा इंप्रूव ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मिलता है। अगेन डिसएडवांटेजेस भी होते हैं। किस टाइप के डिसएडवांटेजेस, कम्युनिकेशन प्रॉब्लम होता है, बहुत सी बार लैंग्वेज बैरियर बन जाती है, राइट, लैंग्वेज बैरियर्स मींस I hope I understood English, but maybe the person to whom which I have given the agency or from where I have taken the services, they don't know English or they don't know Hindi, right? So language can be the barrier. Different time zones in the sense, जब मैंने किसी बाहर की कंट्री से आउटसोर्स किया है प्रोडक्ट या सर्विस, तो हो सकता है उनकी टाइमिंग्स और मेरी इंडिया की टाइमिंग्स में डिफरेंस हो, तो डिफरेंट टाइम जोन्स में मुझे डील करना पड़ेगा। Again, loss of control, yes, because outsourcing is being done from outside the country also and within the country also, so there's a कंट्रोलिंग जो प्रोसेस होगा वो कम होगा, कंट्रोल कम होगा और लॉस होगा उसकी वजह से मुझे, राइट। एंड देन वी टॉक अबाउट व्हाट इज केपीओस। केपीओ मींस नॉलेज प्रोसेस आउटसोर्सिंग. It has been described as a function related to knowledge and information outsourcing. जब भी मुझे information या knowledge outsource करना है तो it comes under knowledge process outsourcing. It is a form of outsourcing in which knowledge related and information related work is carried out by workers in different company subsidiaries. तो अलग अलग कंपनीज की सब्सिडरीज में ये वर्क कैरीड आउट होता है और वहां से इंफॉर्मेशन को क्या किया जाता है, आउटसोर्स किया जाता है, मंगवाया जाता है। इसके भी एडवांटेजेस हैं। एडवांटेजेस एंड डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या है, ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज। केपीओ क्या करता है, मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइज कर लेता है ह्यूमन रिसोर्स को या रिसोर्सेज को। कॉस्ट भी रिडक्ट हो सकता है इसके साथ। हाई स्किल्ड हमें क्या मिलेंगे, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मिलेंगे, क्योंकि हमको ये सर्विस ही करनी है तो मुझे एक ऐसे लोगों को ढूंढना पड़ेगा जो उसमें क्या होंगे, दे आर वेल वर्स्ड इन दैट सर्विस। अगेन व्हाट आर डिसएडवांटेजेस, डिसएडवांटेजेस मींस वेयर सिक्योरिटी इश्यूज हो सकते हैं, राइट, मेरी नॉलेज या मेरा जो भी डेटा है वो किसी को लीक हो सकता है। अगेन क्वालिटी ऑफ वर्क कैन नॉट बी assured. Yes, the quality which the company is providing may be outside the country or within the country. I cannot judge or I cannot make it out whether the quality is good or bad. Lack of communication between the partners, yes, lack of communication because there can be language barriers, there can be religion barriers, there can be we can say the particular community barriers can be there. Yes, so these barriers can make lack of communication. Time consuming, yes, when that particular person will give me the knowledge, particular information, then only I can work on it. So that is the time consuming process. What is LPO? LPO is legal process outsourcing. What is legal process outsourcing? Just like KPO, that is specific to legal services. जब भी हम legally work करेंगे, law से related work करेंगे, तो हम किस में work करेंगे, LPOs में. Ranging from drafting legal documents, performing legal research, to offering advices. Whenever I want to give an advice, a lawful advice, I can do that by outsourcing my services, right? That is LPOs. There are advantages of LPOs also. LPOs, we can see in your, you can see in your textbook about the LPOs. LPOs is a specific legal services अगर मुझे provide करनी है या मुझे लेनी है, I can refer to the practice of law firms, right? Law firms or corporation obtaining legal support services from outside law firms or legal support companies. तो मैं खुद ना सपोर्ट लीगली चीजें देखूंगी, पर मैंने किसी को हायर कर लिया कि वो मेरे लिए वो पर्टिकुलर लीगल प्रोसीजर्स कैरी आउट करे, दैट कम्स अंडर LPOs. अगेन एडवांटेजेस जैसे हैं कॉस्ट सेविंग है, एम्प्लॉइंग कॉम्बिनेशन इन हाउस एंड एक्सटर्नल हो सकता है, कुछ लोग इन हाउस के भी हो सकते हैं और कुछ लोग मैं बाहर से भी आउटसोर्स कर सकती हूँ. हाईली स्किल्ड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स कैन बी हायर्ड. अगेन देयर इज डिसएडवांटेजेस, लेस ऑथेंटिसिटी of that particular information which they are giving. हो सकता है वो जो information दे रहे हैं maybe it can be diluted information. Again, problem of in-depth knowledge. Yes, maybe the people who are working in my organization, they don't have much of knowledge, and whatever people are giving, outsourcing is giving, they can be also they don't have in-depth knowledge about the laws and various things, so there can be a loss to my company when I depend on outsourcing part. Problem of language barriers, yes. If I do understand, as I said before, if I do understand English, Hindi, Marathi, maybe that particular person doesn't understand that. So there can be a language barriers between the agency and the business. So the part of today's slide is on outsourcing part mainly. Outsourcing can be done, that is, it is a process of hiring some agency for doing the subsidiary work for me, which is not the main course, main business, but outside the subsidiary part of it, right? Again, outsourcing are of three types. First, the part of BPO, second KPO, and third LPO. That is, BPO means business process outsourcing, KPO means knowledge process outsourcing, LPO means legal process outsourcing. When I talk about legal process related to laws, services can be hired. I can take the advices on laws. I can hire the people outside my organization. I can make a combination between internal and external employees, right? So I hope you understood this particular topic of outsourcing and online transaction. Thank you.